Say it isn't so. Daryl Hall and John Oates appear to be out of touch with each other. But how bad is it? I tried to get another song title in there, but I couldn't. Hall has filed a lawsuit.
Squeezed it pretty hard.
Yeah, against his former musical compadre Oates, claiming some form of breach of contract. What's more, Hall got a restraining order against Oates this past Friday. And this is what Hall said to Bill Maher in a 2022 podcast.
I don't have a partner.
You
think John Oates is my partner?
You still tour together, don't you?
Yeah, but he's not my partner.
Well,
he's my business partner.
Well, look what I've stumbled into here.
He's not my creative partner.
Ooh, that just seems nasty. Joining us on the KOGO News Live line is patent attorney John Rizvi. John, the court file is sealed, so apparently it's only for private eyes, so we can only speculate. What do you think is going on here?
Yeah, well, recently there are a couple documents that were unsealed, so we have a little bit of a better idea. Initially, I want to say, I'm seeing a lot of reports about a restraining order, and this is not the domestic abuse, violence type of restraining order. This is a court order essentially asking to maintain the status quo until the court can make a final decision. So it's not somehow that either Daryl Hall or John Oates or either one is worried about physical violence or anything like that. The concern is confidential contracts that were signed, and Daryl Hall believes that information was leaked, as part of John Oates' offer to sell his share of the intellectual property. So it's essentially a restraining order saying, hey, you can't go through with the sale, and we don't know what that contract is between them that's at issue. But apparently there's something in that contract that Daryl Hall believes should prevent the sale.
Okay, so this is about money.
Yes. Yeah, not the restraining order that typically people think about. They're not, worried for physical safety. Daryl Hall is, not that physical safety has an age limit, but he's 77 years old. John Oates is 75. They're not concerned about some sort of physical violence in as much as a business transaction. And that's the restraining order that they're asking. And it's common in business disputes. If you believe something is imminent and it's going to harm you financially, then you can ask the court, listen, can you temporarily stop something from happening until we have a trial, or you can at least make a more permanent decision? And that's what has been requested, a temporary restraining order preventing the sale of John Oates, of his share in the intellectual property, until the case is fully resolved.
Well, if it was physical, my money would be on Oates. He's scrappy.
Yeah, he is.
So, can they continue to perform, just as solo performers and do their songs and just kind of just move along?
So, and that's the default position is that when joint ownership is obtained on a copyright, which is the case, the default is that either party can perform and get to sell the rights, and then they have to account to the other party for profits. Of course, this default can be changed by a contract between them, and that may be what's at issue and that contract is sealed. So we don't know what the individual agreement was between Daryl Hall and John Oates on the sale, but they can overcome that default law, so to speak, the default position that either party can perform. And maybe that's at issue, is that they gave up that right, they waived that right, and have a separate agreement, and that agreement supposedly had a confidentiality clause that required that agreement to be kept confidential. And I think Daryl Hall's concern is that agreement itself may have been leaked as part of the sale.
All right. Okay, well, that makes a little more sense. Patent attorney John Rizvi with us here on the KOGO News Live line. Thank you so much.
Thank you.